Okay. So, yes. Um, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. My Discord was being weird for a second. Okay, anyways. So yeah, that's about where we left off. So one thing we do need to settle is Jukes, what did you do with your 30 minutes? Okay. Just making them did and all oh yeah, and did Eagles group decide to oh no, it wasn't Jukes, it was a noob, sorry. Wasn't it noob? Because I know one person left. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was noob. Noob, what did you do during the 30 minutes? Would you guys accept Noob's character into your group for this advanced snowball battle? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. And to be clear, how I'm going to rule how pretty much trying to dodge a snowball works is you. What will happen is someone throws it with a roll plus their proficiency modifier, and that would make the DC. Then the opposing person will roll a dexterity check if it's just like a note, like if they're open, both in the open, and they and then if the person rolls lower than the DC, then they will get hit and will be out. Everyone has one life. Well, you see, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to rework some stuff because I realized that I had no way to implement the two life system. Really, that didn't. After, yeah, after re-looking over it, I had to switch that. Sorry for the inconvenience. So yeah, this competition will be taking place over the next four 4 hours in game, and the first 2 hours it's going to be the entire town. Then different sections of the town will be taken off at random, and you have to kind kind of move kind of move more inward slowly. So you know the competition. Yeah, it's just more of a general statement for people like Dave, who just runs around, who is kind of around. Yeah, so people will be moving in towards. So not every time might start out with this. You might all not start on action because you guys did choose to sit in the middle. You kind of just have the two other forts that are across from you. You have the Cobalt Snow Fort, and then you have the Children's Snow Fort. Yep, yep. Ah, yes. A friendly snowball battle. So, okay, as your time ticks down, every once in a while I will have you guys do stuff. and then I'll like go over to Dave. I might have him jump over in a different VC so I can talk to him about it real quick. I'll probably do it in like 30-minute intervals, unless yeah, I'll probably do them not like IRL intervals. I mean like 30 minutes in the thing, because it won't take. Nah. Okay, so I'll start off with the Fountain Gang. Would you guys like to name your team, by the way? Your unofficial team. Okay, the Fountain Gang. Okay, so the Fountain Gang. As you are looking, as you look about, you have finished your preparations. You notice that your bird friend seems to have fallen asleep in that in a little like dug-in thing that they built. The bird has fallen asleep, and you notice that the other two forts are kind of just uh, seems to be finishing their preparations. I believe I said like 50. Yeah, because you do have a limited amount of snow in that area, and also how quickly you can make it. So that's fair. No, a snowball is something that is a circular object that is the size of your hand that contains snow. It can it has to be around the size of your hand. So you use snowball. It's a ball of snow. You can technically do that. Yes. You'd have to try to make it able to contain itself without breaking. So, and also it'd be pretty difficult to get someone actually hit by that because walking into a snowball, if someone has to throw it at you, you don't just fall into your snowball pile and go, "Welp, I'm out." That's not how that works. Okay. Um. Okay. So what do you all wish to do? Hmm. Okay, you can make a perception check. I will tell you, you already do have snowballs thanks to Jukes. Yeah. Okay, 15 in perception. Uh, okay. So as you are looking around, you notice that one of a small child is kind of hiding. beside the like at the corner of the mayor's office. They're kind of like the corner edge of it to the left side. They're kind of hiding there with like a few with like a snowball in hand. They're like in half cover because they're kind of like around the. They're kind of like around the edge. Yeah, they aren't that close. They are around. They like have half cover right now because they're kind of like peeking over at your fort from like one of the opposite wall from like the left wall from where you're facing at the mayor's office. So they have not gotten into your traps. Because I'm gonna say about from where he is, I would say probably about 15 feet. I would say. Hmm. Uh, okay, so you have snowballs. You all have some snowballs. Do you wish to do anything now? Yes. Okay. Uh, roll uh roll dexterity. Be because you aren't from this area, you do not have proficiency in throwing snowballs. Okay. What did you roll? Okay. It's a child. Let's see what they get. Ah, s- so they have half. How much does half cover give again? Okay. Then, as you are throwing the snowball, it seemed. You said it was a 10, right? So as you throw the snowball, the child seems to have seen you throw it, and then seems to like hide behind the wall again as your snowball misses. The one of hmm, do I have everyone's natural perception? Oh yeah, I have it written down over there. There it is. Well, okay. So, noob, would you wish to do something? Well, you have the two forts, and you can from the cobalt side, you can kind of see one guy peeking out. You can see one guy peeking out. He has about, I would say, half cover ish. Do you wish to throw? Okay, roll. Um, you've been in this area before, so Roll dexterity and add your proficiency bonus. Yep, dex proficiency. 18, you say? Okay. Then those have that. So as this guy is kind of peeking around the corner, you throw a snowball at him and you hit him straight in the face. Like he falls straight on his back, and then you can see him just kind of like walk. Then he just like starts walking away because he got hit into like the mayor's office. To be clear, the mayor's office is where you go whenever you get hit. Yes. I would say the corner is about that big, so I would say a solid 20. They're about one's 20 feet to your left, and you're like 20 feet apart from each other. Yeah. Okay, so okay. You do Jukes. You do. Okay, so that you got one down. Okay, so that means they only have that many. Okay, so yeah, y'all are just. Do y'all just wish to like try to throw stuff? Do you want to use any of your abilities yet? Or do you just want to wait for a little bit? Oh, the like kids fort, the non-cobalt one. Okay, you cast fog cloud. Mm-hmm. It's heavily obscured. You have done that. What you kind of hear like you kind of hear it's like something, but you can't really exactly tell what it is coming. Like some people, like kids, just like questioning type thing, like what's going on, but you can't really hear exacts. Do you wish? What do you guys wish to do now? Okay. Okay. You see one person peeking out of a hole. They have three-fourths cover. That would be the first person you would see. Uh, you act. Uh, make a perception check. Yep. 15. Okay. So as you, how does your fog cloud work exactly, Jukes? Okay. That's very specific. Okay. So, you do happen to notice that one of the kids that were in the fort has walked slightly out of the cloud. Ah, roll. You know what? You have advantage because the kid is not expecting that. Pitch darkness. Okay. Okay, so you see see the kid sees you throwing at you as you throw it, but doesn't really have enough time to properly react, and you hit him in the side of the head, and he fall, and the kid falls down, and then you see him kind of just walk into the mayor's office. There is a few other places people go whenever they get eliminated. It's depending on which area they're in, so you won't see just a bunch of people walk into this area, into the mayor's office, because there are like the guardhouse and just a few other places. Yep. Well, he's just rumbling that, so I would say probably a good three, like three or four. I would say like three or four. This snow is just kind of hard to work with where you're at. It's a little bit harder to work with because it's a little bit icy because it melted slightly. So I would say three or four. Would you all wish to do anything immediately now, or would you like to wait a little bit for something to happen, or what? Okay. So how long? Okay. So after a little bit, you all. Let me. I just need to pull up something real quick from my notes. Okay. Here we go. Uh, okay. So as you are waiting, you actually do hear someone actually gets caught in one of Eagle's traps. One of their, someone seemed to have been trying to sneak up onto you guys. Yeah. Because you heard them make a sound because they weren't expecting a trap, you would know where it would be, yes. Okay. Tell me what you get. Okay, what was your total? You have proficiency bonus and then you roll dex, yes. Don't you love throwing snowballs at children? Okay. Uh, so you see, this one was actually a dwarf that was sneaking up on you, and you chuck it at him, and the dwarf got his foot stuck, so he couldn't really dodge. So you just hit him straight in the face, and the dwarf kind of just he like looks and just sighs and like gets his foot unstuck and just kind of like walks into the mayor's office. Yeah. What are you talking about? Uh, I would say a mouse would be CR20. Honestly, yeah, mouses are deadly. Okay, I don't. How do you carry snowballs as this animal? Ah, so you absorbed two snowballs. Okay. So after absorbing, you have turned into a feline. Okay. Okay. Make a stealth check as a cat. You know, it's a D&D cat stealth. Just okay. Roll. You are not a very stealthy cat. So you sneak around. While you're sneaking in your head, you're just thinking of the Pink Panther theme, and you while you think you're being very sneaky, everyone can see you very easily because you decide to be you were like a black cat in the snow. I didn't specify what I, you did. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Well, because of how you were, and your movements were just very obvious, so anyone that was looking probably saw you. Yeah, but luckily nobody's looking for a cat. I mean, they'll see the cat. So yeah, you sneak around the kobolds, or quote unquote sneak. The kobolds don't seem to care because you're a cat. Okay, so yeah. Uh, After he finishes this, I'll go to you. You know what? I mean, I'll check because you aren't necessarily. Let's see if they can detect your magical presence or something. Ah, this isn't. This isn't. Okay, so there are. Okay, so there. Are, okay. Okay. So they have that. Okay, sorry. Just give me a second. Okay, so what should I put the DC as for that? What's your magical plus? What's your spell save DC? Yeah. Okay, so None. As you walk close to the fort, you can tell none of them notice you. One of them. Oh God, drop it. Oh, whoops, drop that. Sorry. As you get closer to the fort, none of them notice you. You can see one kind of squints at you and looks a little suspicious, but doesn't really notice anything. Okay, you could go back behind the nearest building, yes. Okay, okay, I'm gonna grab Dave into a one-on-one VC real quick. See, see. Okay, Dave, where were you when this started again? Ah, yes. You see your buddy turn into a cat again. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so you go into the red. Sorry, you said a lot of stuff there. So you go into the residential area, and you get a snowball from one of your stashes. Okay, who are you throwing it? Are you throwing it at the main party's fort? Okay, so okay, yeah, you can do that. Uh, hmm, okay, I'll I'll say you did that, and I'll leave. You can't see the outcome of what you did. Just roll a dexterity plus proficiency bonus, and then just DM that to me, and I'll just say that happens to them because I don't want them to know that was you. Yeah, you can just. Oh, you can roll on the bot. Just roll. Yeah, just roll on the bot. It's fine. Doesn't matter. It's two. Yep. 3 plus 2. That equals 5. Nat 20. That's a 6. I wonder what will happen. Anyways, so as you tried to. Okay, so as you tried to throw it, you did the classic because that's a nat one and you're doing an attack technically. So as you tried to throw it, you you kind of did the it slipped out of your hand and fell behind you thing. Yeah, yeah. Then what? What- I, I'm gonna say this. I don't think they'll notice because it didn't come close to them, and snowballs aren't loud. I'm saying this to be polite. Yeah. Uh huh. You okay? As you are as you are running, you do notice that that one of the a one of a dragonborn comes out of like an alleyway and attempts to throw a snowball at you. Roll a dex save. Okay, so as he's throwing this at you, you barely dodge it. Like it goes right past your face. Okay. So yeah, you manage. He throws one at you, you barely dodge it, and then you just keep running. You see some of the you see the little places you left those kids at on those rooftops. You see a few of those. Did you leave them? Did you like split them up in between multiple rooftops, or did you put them on one rooftop? Okay. Yeah, you split them up, and you can cover you covered like a section, like I'm gonna say with that many, if you split them up into that group, I'm gonna say you cover if you split them up into groups three, then I'm gonna say you covered a fourth of it. Yeah. So yeah, what's your passive perception? You would notice that nobody is following you. The Dragonborn seems to have gone after someone else. Okay. You can't to get to the mayor's house. You have to run through an open area and then like do some acrobatics because it has a courtyard around it. Okay. Would you like to bait random people, or who are you trying to bait? Okay. Okay, that's reasonable. So, do you wish to go to like a nearby building and then just okay, okay, okay? So, yeah, you were okay. So, you you do that. You throw a snow. By the time you get back and like throw a snowball. Roll to roll dexterity plus this. Might speed up time a bit. Yeah, roll dex 20. Okay. Okay. Now then you go run off. I will I will go hop into the other VC for a minute. If you wish. Okay, so it's been another 30 minutes. As y'all are just waiting there, nothing. As y'all are waiting, nothing major happens for a few minutes. Like Jukes is doing his thing. That fog cloud is still there. Just a little fun side thing. Okay, so Jukes, what do you plan on doing? You said you set this up. Also, Jukes, you are sitting in an alleyway. Are you going? Do you wish to do something? Uh huh. Okay. Roll dex. Okay. So let me just roll. Okay, so because you have them at a weird angle, you actually are able to throw it at them where they don't have much cover. Oh God. So this is an interesting one. So as you throw the snowball at him, man the person you manage to throw actually manages to slip and hit someone else. You manage to hit two people with one snowball. You can't guess what he rolled. Uh, where are you casting it? Uh huh. Okay. You have prepared. And just so I know, where is everyone situated in the fort? Okay. Okay, you're saying you're back to the entrance. Um. Okay. Noob, where would you be in the fort? Okay, so I would say you would have three-fourths cover then. That's fair. Okay. Okay, so out of out of what appears to be nowhere, um, Noob, make a deck save. What would it be? That's it would no, I don't, no, that's not how deck saves work. Ooh, Noob, as you are sitting, is that with three-fourths cover edition? How much is three-fourths cover? I think. Let me check. Let me just check real quick. Three. I'll just say it's three. I don't want to look it up. So as you are, okay, so as you are like just like right at a window where you can look through it, you see a snowball. I'm I'm just gonna say it's three. Ah, I didn't know it's plus five. I'm just gonna say it's plus three right now because it's snow. It's not an actual cup. I'm just gonna say it's plus three. So so as you see a snowball pass right, as you see a snowball get thrown at you through the window, you like move back and it goes right past your face. Like it almost hit you. Yeah, like you kind of lean back slightly and it goes straight past. Do you wish to see who threw it? As you look through the as you look through you see that you can't really see Hugh. You just see someone like has thrown at you and then started running. like back through an like through an alleyway type thing. Not really. By the time you could grab a snowball and throw it, it would he would already have been he would already escaped. Yeah, it was pretty obvious, and it was a great throw. So, like, the others could hear a whistle because of how quick it went. Yeah, that's reasonable. You're lucky I didn't say half cover. Okay, so um, as as you do that, Jukes, nobody seems to have came after you. Yeah, and I'm just not much seems to happen for a little while. It seems like people are staying away from the middle area because. Oh yeah, by the way, about how long ago did you cast that? It would I would say it's been you sit there for how long would you sit there for, Jukes? Trying to work. How big is the circle around that? 30-foot cube range. Okay, so you're casting it in the middle, or how are you casting this? Okay, so if you cover that much, if you get the ideal location, you would slightly to get the ideal location. That would be there. Yeah, that works. Okay. 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 It's okay. You're not with the main party, so I can just say you went off and did something. So, okay. As you cause this rain to happen, you notice that as like the rain pours down onto the kobold's fort, you do notice something strange. As the rain pours down, you notice that a few traps go off around their fort that you didn't see, and you also notice the kobold. You know there was more than two kobolds in that fort. They aren't there. They aren't in their fort. Would you wish to go investigate their fort? You mean taking the dodge action? Okay, I was about to say I don't know how you prepare the dodge action. It's like okay. Um. Okay, so it's been about this long. I would say, let me roll something real quick. So, sorry, I have to roll a few things real quick. Then that. Okay, then that will happen in there. Okay. So, you make it back to your fort, and as you make it back to your fort, and you. So, are you gonna go through the front entrance of your fort, or how are you gonna get into your fort? Because there is currently a giant shield blocking the entrance. Okay. Nah, he released the cat form. Yeah. Okay. So, not that bad. Oh yeah, because those are flying creatures. Yeah. He's technically right. I mean, with cats, they have you. No, they do take damage. They just have proficiency on the dex save, or not proficiency. They have advantage. This is more to determine how far you get into the snow, because cat. So, do you guys wait? God damn you. Anyways, so as do you guys just wish to wait until something else happens? Hmm. So do you guys wish to wait? So as y'all are waiting, you, what's everyone's natural perceptions again? I need to write. I don't want 12, 16. I know it's Jukes. Noobs, what's your passive perception? I don't remember actually seeing it. Okay, let me just ask you a thing. Okay. As you Okay, so as you all are waiting, you 16's the highest, correct? Uh, okay, so as you are waiting, just kind of waiting to see what will happen, and you hear some uh a group of people walking. You hear the crunch of snow, but not of like a kid. This sounds more. This sounds like a group of like adults coming towards you. They are coming from. It seems like a few of them are coming from the left and rights. Can you make a perception check actually? Make a perception. Make an act. Everyone make a perception check to see how much y'all can figure out based off sounds. 7. What's yours, Jukes? It's either that. Ah. Okay. Noob, do you want to roll perception? Okay, so okay, y Eagle, you don't think that there's actually anyone coming. You doubt that there's anyone coming because you don't hear anything at all. Noob, you hear some people coming from a few different directions. Now, Jukes, you hear the sound of after you listen very carefully, you hear specifically guard boots. You hear the slight difference in crunch of guard boots. And and as you are listening even closer, you hear the slight you hear just like clinks and just different clacks of a few people being able to tell that there are about three guards coming from the left side of the mayor's office behind a wall, and about three from the right side. Okay, how would you all how would you all like to defend? If you put caution if you put caution to the wind, you will I will have you be able to roll two, but I can no, I'll allow you to try to roll three times uh with three different snowballs, but you will not have any pluses to them if you just decide to just start chucking. Uh if if you go for two, then you can get like a plus one on each of them. You can go like two or three. I need to grabs. I Eaglefest, I have a question. How exactly are your traps laid out? A circle around the base. Okay. Like how far away from the base? 10 feet away from the base. Okay. Uh, how deep are the pits and how big are they? Knee deep. Okay. That poor dwarf. That poor dwarf. Okay. Okay. So as so after a minute, you you see one person from each. You see one person from the left and the right both start running, running at you. What? They both have towers. Both of them have tower shields and just start bolting it towards you. They seem to have a snowball in one of their hands. Uh, one of them is coming from the left and one of them is coming from the right. Okay, so you're running outside the snowball fort and now running towards him. Okay, so are you gonna meet? So you're gonna try and meet him in the middle. Okay, so you run towards him. Now, what are you guys gonna do against the other guy? Well, what does that spell do? Okay. Um. Okay. As you okay, you do that. Noob, would you like to do anything? Uh, you hear that there are two, like, there's two behind the walls, but they seem to be waiting. Uh, there's one and one. Guard stat block. Okay. Um, sorry, I was just, okay, so they have that. Okay. So what's the DC? Okay, so, yeah, he gets, um, okay, so it's 14. So you solemnly push this one guard back. Like, you were as like he tries to resist, but like he's just getting pushed back. But okay, so there's also one other thing happens. You do reveal all the traps that were on the ground. The snow on top of them all gets brushed off easily. So all those traps have pretty much been revealed in that 10-foot area. And all, yeah, but also the wind just that have been caused by the spell has just revealed a lot of them. And also, as you actually, as the cloud reveals, um, you see that all the kids that were actually in that one seem to have left because darkness. Now that happens later. Uh, okay, um, uh, so you guys do that, and so you try to do that. So I'm gonna actually ask for a. So you like try to shield bash with him and try to do that. I would say do a strength check to see if you can hold your own against this guy and he doesn't overpower you easily. A strength. Yes, you. Since you're doing a shield bath and bash and then hitting with a snowball, you're gonna need to do a strength check to see if you can hold your own against him. 20. So as okay, let me just roll for him. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just about equal at your strength. He's losing a bit of ground to you, but you're like solemnly shield locked with him. would be. I'm gonna put that as athletics. Roll an athletics check to see if you can like sweep kick him and make him fall down, as you said. Okay, let me just roll contesting. Yeah, you sweep kick this man and he falls down. You do that. I'm not gonna have you roll for that because he's on the ground. Okay. Yeah. As you do that, you do hear like one or like two of the guards just throw a snowball, but one of them just one both of them seem to have missed, and one of them does hit your shield, but shields don't count as you. Okay. So yeah, you run back to the fort. And yeah, that guard has been moved back 10 feet, and uh, that's the end of both of your actions. Noob, do you wish to do anything? Like at all? I apologize. Yeah. Okay, so one of the guys had been knocked, and the other two, there seems to be two people on the left side, and uh, the other two have not revealed themselves on the right side yet. Only that original guy with the shield who is getting blasted by wind. Sure. Okay, so you you ran out there, and what would you say you did to get these people's attention? That would be acrobatics. What did you do? Okay, that's effective. So you do that, and in this you hear one of the guards go, "That's that." I forgot what. Wait, what was his voice? That's him over there. Get that guy. And I'm gonna ask you to make two deck saves, please. Yeah, because the two right guys seem to have backed up a bit to get an angle on you and just chucked them at you. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't. Okay, can. I'll do one. Okay. Okay. They have proficiency, so I'll add that. Dex, that's plus two. That's plus two, so let me check bots. What do you do? Ah, and that's twice. Ah, next. I'll I'll say. I mean, for the sake of this, because this is not a serious encounter, I'll say yes for now. Usually I will say no if this is an actual combat encounter, but because this is a snowball fight, yes. So as two people chuck snowballs at you, you do the Neo Matrix dodge. Yeah. So like, well, it depends on the situation. I go by a lot of the rule of cool. So yeah, two of them chuck snowballs at you. Okay. And so what would you like to do? Okay, so now it would. I'm not. Okay, so Jukes, you cast that spell. Now what do you want to do? Um, you you see the guy with the shield is the only guy you can really see from the angle you're at right now. You have okay, so you have disadvantage because you're throwing it into a very high speed wind, and you don't know how that would work. To be fair, he also has disadvantage on dodging it because he doesn't because it's very hard to dodge. Everyone has disadvantage. No, I mean both of them have to roll with disadvantage and take the lowest. Ah, what does this man get? Ah, so this man, he like tries to hide behind a shield, but the wind gets the better of him, and you manage to curve the snowball with the wind, managing to go around his shield and hit him in the side of the face, making him lose his balance and getting caught by the wind, making him get blown about 60 feet back. If you're wondering why I did that, that's because he rolled a nat 1 on the first roll. So yeah. So okay. So now I'm just gonna throw it to the guards. So the the guards are so the rest the two other guards that are remaining, all four of them just bolt out, and um, I'm go- I'm gonna need Noob to make. I'm just gonna have all the guards go on this one turn. Um, Noob, make 4 deck saves. Just make 4. Let's just. Uh huh. What was the first one again? What was the first one again? Okay, so. Ah, shit. So, okay, the first one. You almost get hit. So this time, I d- so the first one almost hits you straight in the face, but at the last second, you manage to barely move your head out of the way. And then with the second one, the guy accidentally while he's throwing it, he kind of trips and falls on the ground. For the third one, what did you get for the third one? For throwing, he throws it, but you just step out of the way. And what did you get for the fourth one? Four. And for the fourth one, it's a good throw. You just also you just kind of like move your shoulder and dodge it. Ah, roll. He's prone. Technically, he's prone. Oh, it's, it's disadvantage on ranged attacks. That's what prone does, right, Jukes? So what's the lowest number out of those two? Ah, so you see this man kind of just trying to dodge while on the ground. Oh, don't worry, it's not John. And you hit this man straight in the side, and you get him, and he kind of just stands up and just walks to the mayor's place. And you look at him, and you think as you're looking at him, you see that he dislocated his arm while he fell. Okay. Uh, Now, what would you like to do, Eagle? Um, there are two on the left side and one on the right who have not been killed by Neo. Um, they're about 10 feet apart. No, I wouldn't say that. These ones have just normal shields, so it doesn't really give them enough cover. Uh-huh. So on the right side, you said? Oh, shit. Um, so what'd you roll? Hmm. So as you throw the snowball, you see this man look at you and notice it. He catches it out of the sky. And then he just goes, "Sadly, we're not playing by dodgeball rules." He's not out, but he's not out, but he did catch it, so he did get free ammunition. So, because it has to break on impact to be considered a hit. This man is just, if you're wondering, yes, he rolled in at 20. Uh, okay. Jukes, what did you do? Yeah, okay. It's dex save I have to roll, I believe. Ah, okay. That was the guy he threw it at. He threw it at the guy on the right side. I thought he was throwing it at the right guy. Who were you throwing it at? Yeah. So same guy. Okay. Small. Okay, so as the winds blast in, what's the DC for that? Okay, and you want him to. Okay, I'll roll to see if he dodges. Roll to hit. Just roll normally. It's easier. That's a 19. Total. This man, um, as you throw it at him, he, in the wind, he dodge. He kind of just moves his shoulder and dodges. He rolled a 19 without any bonuses. So that's yeah. So it would be the guard's turns next, and let me roll to see if he. Let me roll to see if he gets hit through the wind. What's your DC? He doesn't. Um, yeah. This and he walks out of the wind, and then Noob, would you like to make three more deck saves? Actually, uh, 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 let me just. Okay, third one. This, so this man, um, as all three of them just start chucking them at you, um, he, you, you, so you manage to actually the first the first one the first one you dodge. Uh, the second one, with the dagger you have for making that loud sound, you cut in half, like straight in two, and it goes to both sides of you. And then for the third one, you just you just move you just move your head a bit to the left, and it completely misses you. And then these people are just like, you can see the guards going, "What the fuck?" Sure, roll intimidation. 7. Uh, all of them pass, I guess. They're just like, they look at this man and just go, "This man's a." You just hear one of them mumble, "This man's a fucking demon." And you can make a shot. Yeah, it's your turn. Throw. You hit him. I guess because you didn't specify, I'd just say you threw one at the left guys. So you see this guy go, wait, how did he fucking dodge? Get hit straight, gets hit straight in the face, and just falls back and goes, uh, what? What? And you see, yep, and you get him. What would the you two like to do? Okay. Oh, oh, so you both throw him at him. Okay. Okay, let's see. He's out of the wind. Okay, so e so Eagle throws his one first, and Chad, as Chad does, he he dodges it. He lifts his arm and dodge it, but as he's dodging it, you manage to hit him in. You managed to you got was that a nat 20 or just a dirty 20? Oh, a nat 20. As he dodges that one, he looks at you and goes, "Shit." And as as you hit him in you hit him exactly in the throat where he just goes, "Ah, fucking hurt." And then you see the last one run away. He uses he uses the dash action and manages to get behind the building. He's behind full cover. Uh huh. Ship bonus action. You have disadvantage. If you did that, I would give you disadvantage, but you could do it theoretically. You throw it with the disadvantage. Eagle. Roll the dice. You there, Eagle? Eagle. Roll it. You have disadvantage, but do it. Okay, second. Let me just roll his. Okay, let me just roll his real quick. As as you throw it, it gets caught by the wind, and it gets turned in such a way because of how Duke's angle it. It goes around the building, and you just hear, and you and and you just hear a guy flop to the ground. Would you? This is whenever you. This is whenever you guys realize, like, like 20 people who are just because a lot of people just in the mayor's office whenever if they don't want to participate in the snowball fight have just been sitting here watching you guys. Just sitting here casually. Well, you see one of the people, like a few of the guards, kind of just like get up and just walk over to the other side of the building, and then and then you just see him grab a guy who's unconscious and bring him inside. Okay, so the wind travels at 10 kilometers an hour. You launched it. The man was knocked out cold, and you happened to see this man happened to be John, and you see one of the other guards say, "Good thing this wasn't our only plan." I need to go over with Logan for a little bit. This took this took about 30 minutes. I'm gonna say actually between all the stuff happening, it's been about 45 minutes. Zones are actually starting to be closed, and the first and you don't know which zones have been closed so far. Okay, I'm gonna take Logan to a 1v1 chat. I'll be right back. Yo, Logan, you here? Okay, that was epic. Anyways, poor. Um, your zone has shrinked slightly. About half of it got cut. About half of because you were in the zones, you know that about half of every zone got cut off, and you and your guys had to move to a different location. You have throughout your travels, throughout all the stuff you've gone through, you start off with about 38, and throughout all of this, you have about 19 left, 19 children left. You have one of one things you have done is you have taken out one. You have taken out you took out that person who tried to throw a snowball at you earlier, and a few others, and quite a few others actually, and you know, but you have lost a few people in the process, and you are starting. You've well, half your forces have been lost. Okay, you can do that. That'll yeah, you can help them, and then yeah, you as after you get your entire force together, you actually run into small. You run into a guard force, a few guards, like three that are actually in the snowball fight. How do you wish to murder them? By that I mean chuck 19 snowballs. Okay, uh, they're they got hit. They got hit. They got hit. They did take out one of the children, but yeah. Okay, so you want me to just go over broadly what happens? So basically, you had to move into a different area, and you run into a few other people, but you didn't run. You seem to be the only big group in this area, and you did lose. Um, you you're half. You're over halfway. You're about three. You're over halfway there. You're over halfway done, and in the next quarter, you are go. Once it gets to the third quarter, they're going to shrink it by another half by everywhere, and then cause everyone to start having to funnel into the main area. You have lost throughout like this whole process of like moving people though. You have lost a few, which you are. I'm just gonna put you down to also make this a little bit more balanced. I'm gonna put you down to 10. I would, I'm gonna, I would, yeah, I would say, I'd say 10. Let's just say 10. Yeah, yeah. You okay? Okay. You gonna storm? Okay. It was 8. 8. It would be only the main group. Okay. Okay. Just one small thing. Don't tell them. We're going to say I started you off with 15 and you lost a few on the way, because I don't want to tell them how many I originally started you off with. That's a bit much. Yeah, we're just gonna say you had 15 because I don't want this to sound too ridiculous. Okay. Okay. 8 kids. You have 8 kids and one adult. So are you just gonna yell charge and start moving towards the main area? Okay, so you're behind them. You're behind them. Okay. And you got. I'm just gonna say that you got like a few of them have like buckets to have like other ones than just have snowballs. Okay, so I'll move. You're going to get half. How tall is your guy again? Height. Is there some dwarf kids? T- just so you know, you have one of the kids that is on your side. Um, is a little kid called John Jr. He's a human kid. Ah, would ah well yes, you would happen to remember that. During the it's been a week, so I'll remind you that John did happen to mention. No, I mean a week since the game. Your character would remember. Um, your character would know that um, John said that he had lost custody uh, of his kid during the divorce. Yeah. You also you also have like Billy, and you also happen to have a you also have like just a few different types of kids. Yeah. He's in the middle right now. Billy's kind of at the front. Okay. Would you like to begin the charge? I will throw you into the main VC once you say charge. So you think you've finalized your preparations? Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna say you have 3/4 cover as you're like moving forward. Yep. Okay. So I'll move you in VC. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna go into the other VC and then just say what happened, and then I'll move you in. Okay. Okay. So As everyone's settling down, it's about like I'd say 20-ish minutes later, you hear someone yell charge. And 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 you see Dave with 8 children in front of him with snowballs running towards you. He is currently about whenever you hear this and see him, he is about 30-ish feet away. Or oh, you just heard Dave yell charge as he's running forward with 8 children, all holding snowballs, coming towards you. This man did some insane stuff while you were gone. He yeah. Oh, I moved him into 1 on one. He's not uh, based off the amount of time you have, like 4 feet ish, but it is snow. Uh, okay, you do that. You're a white cat now. Congratulations. Make a Dave, make a perception check. Uh, yeah. Let me think. So if he was spying on around that time, then yes. He is using them as fodder. Yes. Uh, he is squatting, so he has 3/4 covers because he is currently being blocked by children. There, th- you know. No, that got this. He dispersed that, and Jukes has ran away as a white cat. And make a perception check to see if you see the white cat. Yeah, but because from how far he is away, your walls don't directly go against the thing, so he would see you running away. He wouldn't see you transform into the cat. He would see you running away because you said you were running away from it. 22. Jukes roll stealth as a cat, so +4. You have to beat a 22. I'm not. I'm not gonna have the kids roll because they don't know your ability. Oh, okay. Then I'll just use normal perception. Oh, someone else asked me to tell you to roll stealth. Then okay. So well, discreet. You okay? You recognize that was the form he used whenever you saw him uh like run over to the kobolds. Eh. Uh, good good news is Jukes. The um good news is for you. Cats are really hard to hit with snowballs, and you're actively running away, so you aren't actually in range. If you run 30 feet if you run 30 feet and you actually go behind the mayor's wall, you are in full cover, so you can't be hit. Okay. So yeah, he yells charge, And what will the other two of you do? Also, there's a lot of them. Noob, would you like to use any spell or something? What do you mean? They they are playing the game. They have snowballs and they are running towards you. Noob, do you have any spells you want to cast or something? Okay. Jukes, you're fine. Okay. Would you like to run away or do anything of the sort, or what would you like to do? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So you throw a snowball, and okay, so they're currently about, I'm just gonna say 45 feet away. Okay, so I'm just gonna say you throw three snowballs and roll a flat d20 to see how close you get to their direction. Because if you get high, a 9 for the first one, so that one isn't that. Okay, just roll two more d20s. Okay, so okay, let me think about how I'm gonna do this. Okay, so okay, so eagle, eagle. Either way, two of them manage to be in the right direction and hit hit two of, and you managed to hit one of the children, and the other one was in the right direction, but the children that was gonna get hit by manages to barely dodge. Uh, can we? I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Yeah. Sorry, I'm back. Bruh, whenever I go, I mean, that sounds like a +3, I guess. 3/4 cover. You, ha, that's a if it was half cover, I would have given it a 20. Then I would have went, so he rolled exactly it. I'm not, if that would have happened, I would have asked you heads or tails, then would have flipped a coin. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, children, it's your turn. Who will you tell them to target first? Uh, well, the cat is the cat is out of range of the children because it ran away, and you currently have Eagle, and you have Noob. Noob, where are you in the fort currently? Yeah, you're in a corner of the fort. Got it. Now, now, where would you say you are, Eagle? Uh, is Eagle here? You threw it. Okay, so that means the 7 children are going to fire snowballs at you. Actually, it would be six. Six, actually. Well, if they can't hit you, they're gonna try to hit the wall. And the wall's made of snow. So let me just roll to see how it wouldn't count as a hit. But let's see how I'm gonna roll something to see how much damage the children do to the wall. Okay, so okay. The children start chucking snowballs at it, and the wall like slightly collapses. Like half of it, like around half of the wall seems to have collapsed under the weight of the firing squad. Okay, and the chil will you tell the children to continue moving forth? They are currently 30 feet away. Logan, it's also your turn. You go with the children. It's your turn. Will you command? What will you command the children to do? They still have 30 feet of movement. You know. So what? The children. Okay, they have exactly 30 feet of movement. So yeah. Uh, the child. So the children are now exactly on at your shield, and it is your turn, Logan. So you are at his shield. So if you could try to throw a snowball at him, and you could get it if you were to choose. You could get an angle to where he wouldn't be in cover if you throw it correctly. Your posse is currently behind the shield because they were 30 feet away, and now they are now they would have exactly enough movement to get that close. You said you were at the back, so you are currently about 5 feet away. So you could, if you move at an angle, you could get an angle where you could try to throw it at him and have him have no cover because the wall had partially fallen. You would slightly. Yeah. You can you cannot current you cannot currently see him. Actually, if you were you could jump and throw a snowball at him. You would have disadvantage, but you could be able to try to hit him. No. I'm gonna say because of how tall you are compared to the tower shield's height, and because he would have to put it sideways to cover him, because if he puts long ways up, it would easily be able to go around him. So I think he put it sideways. That if you jump, you should be able to hit him. Okay, roll with disadvantage. To roll with. Yep, you have disadvantage. Eagle just rolls normally. Yep, just a deck save. You, Logan, will roll a dexterity plus proficiency with disadvantage. 21? Okay. What'd you get, Logan? What's the DC? Ah, well, he jumps in the air and throws it at you, and you manage to grab your shield and bend it slightly so it would exactly hit the shield instead of you. There are six. If you count Logan, it is seven. Okay. So you pick up your shield and you start running straight through 'em to like break their lines or something. Uh, that's the problem. I I don't think you have enough movement. So the nearest cover, I guess, would be the the like the mayor's wall that is, I guess, 25 feet. I'll just say it's 30, like 25 feet away from where you are. So, yeah. Would you like to do anything, noob? Yeah, yeah. 4 feet, yeah. Yes, you could. You c Yeah, I would say that take a portion of your movement speed to do that. So, okay. Uh, the problem is current. Yeah, you you can do that. I would say it takes about half your movement to get up there and jump to do it, but I would say you can try. They would be able to hit him, but they have to wait till after he finishes his turn. One shot, one opportunity. He has he has partial cover. Yeah. Right now Logan has partial cover. Plus because he's at that vantage point, I'm like there. I'm gonna give you a +1. That's just because he has a really good vantage point. Okay, roll to see if you hit. Roll. What's the DC, noob? Shh. Wait, what's the DC? What'd you get? What'd you get? Tell me the number. I, he, um, heads or tails? Logan, heads or tail? What? Nah, this way simpler. Lo Logan. Uh, no, no, I got this. Coin flips are more impactful. Um, heads or tails, Logan? Heads or why? Let me. Okay, let me do this. Okay. As the DM, I want to be impartial. He wins. So, this snowball, he noob drops a bit of, uses a little bit of his blood magic and throws it with ungodly strength. And as you do this, you noticing what he's doing. Oh, what class are you again, Logan? Fighter. Okay, so as you noticing him do this, you because you're getting a +1 from the children, you manage to barely evade getting hit, but in exchange, one of the kids gets hit instead. Okay, so there's currently six. There's, okay, so, okay, so currently there are six left. So, so it hits the one right next to John Jr. Yeah. So you currently have five children left. Wait, did I calculate that properly? Oh wait, no, sorry. Wait, so oh, wait, no, sorry. There was a. Oh wait. Ah, I wrote down these numbers beforehand, which each of them were. No, it hits John Jr. straight in the face. Sorry, I mislooked at it. I set this up beforehand. I rolled a I rolled the D6. Okay, uh, John gets hit straight in. John Jr. gets hit straight in the face, getting knocked unconscious. He rolled a 24. No, they're magic, Snowball. Pretty much. Pretty much at this point. So, uh, J- so the children, John is knocked unconscious. Like a few of the people go over and grab him, and then just kind of just like take him off to the other area, into the office. Now, what do you wish to do, Dave? Um, I th he was more jumping. I was thinking he like jumped out of his cover and was throwing it as he jumped to like to the right, which would be into the. So pretty much, if you walk about 10 feet to your right, he is out there with no cover. He doesn't have any. Get 'em, boys! So all of them walk over about 10 feet to their right, and make about. So that would be make 5 deck saves from the children. Okay. First, roll. Okay, so just tell me what you rolled. Five. Uh, okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Start roll. I'm gonna need you to start rolling in the bots channel. Um. Okay. So. Uh. Okay. Because I don't trust your. That's a little suspicious. I. I understand good luck, but I'm good. I'm even a little sus of that. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Second one. Okay. 2, 3. Ah. First one's a pat. So let me narrate it. The first throw, you dodge. The second one, you dodge. You try to do your classic Neo, and you dodge the first one. You dodge the second one. You dodge the third one. The four. Okay, so the fourth one. It hits your leg, making you lose balance and falling onto your back. And then the fifth one hits you in the face, because fuck you. I'm a DM. I'm the I'm the DM. Hmm? 5. Wait, I think. Please rephrase that immediately. Please rephrase that again. How did you make it worse? Okay, that works. Okay, you have you have 5 members of your battalion left. He's behind the right. He's behind full cover on the right side. There's actually a few other strong groups left. You guys thought you were the only groups that's strong? I told you guys there's at least 2 more. Jukes is in the game. Noob has been decked in the face, and also Logan and his 5 members of his battalion. Okay, so let me tell you exactly. Wait, Juke or Noob. The numbers. The numbers for this was 1, 9, 7, 17, then 12. The first one rolled a natural one. Yeah. So, you know, that's that's how you lived the first one. And then that's how you got destroyed by the fourth one. The fourth one was a 17. Anyways, um yeah. So, everyone's action, all the children's actions has been used. Your action has not been used and you still have movement. He is he is behind hard cover because he's on the right. He is behind the um, mayor's hall. He's like behind a wall, so you can't see him currently. Sure. Okay. Okay, so if you do that, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll acrobatics. It's going. This will take all your movement, but you're in a place where you can do that, and there's a spot where you can get up. So I'm gonna ask. Okay. Okay. You're easily be able to get up there, and because of how swiftly you did it, you didn't make much of a sound or crack it or racket. And you told they should not. Jukes ran onto the other fort, so he couldn't see you, and the other one is currently in on that cover. Okay, so you want to move out, and you tell the kids before you did that there. So okay, that's the end of your turn. So let's go back to the other one. Okay. Okay. So okay. So Logan's turn is over. It is your turn. It's your turn, Eagle Fist. Yeah. Would you like to? You you heard Jukes get, or you heard Noob get hit by a snowball? Yes. No. On Logan. So whenever you peek out, Logan isn't there. Make no. You see the children. No, all of the five children are still there. You just don't know where he went. Make a perception check. What'd you get? 15. Okay. You see his print kind of like go quickly in a direction towards the mayor's office. Then they just kind of disappear after a point. That's all you can tell. That's your job to remember that one. I don't know, man. It's not my job to figure out what's going on. Okay, throw at the children. Roll. Now that there's only five left, you now that there's only five left, you have to roll three individually because it's not as big as a group. 21 for the first one. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. Okay. Okay, so you hit two of the children, but then you miss the third one you threw. So there are currently three children left. And now it's their turn. So they run at an angle to be able to get around your tower shield, and then just throw them at you. So make three deck saves. No, they walked around it. Yes, it's called an oval. They they walked at an angle. They they moved, so that's no longer facing them. That's not how D&D works. That's not how that works. I I'm yeah, I'm sorry, man. I usually would roll with that, but that isn't how that works. Sorry. Yeah, make three deck saves. Ah, shit. What'd you get? Even if I, mm, little to say, your tower shield wouldn't have mattered, even if I were to give it three-fourths cover, because the first roll is a 14, 7, and then the second roll is a 17. Sorry, man. You get hit. The three children throw their snowballs, and you get you move your shield in the way of it, but you get hit. Yeah. You walk Yeah, you walk to the mayor's office. That's your. Okay. Okay. Bye, man. Okay, so Jukes. You're one of two left. So, no, I mean you're one of the two party members left. That's what I meant. Uh, it's Logan and you are the only two party members left. You aren't the two on the field left. Those people will be coming in shortly because as that took a three. You don't know where he is. Oh yeah, by the way, Jukes, you don't know where he is either. Yeah, you got to the other fort. Whenever you looked back, you saw that your other friend got both your other friends got hit, and there's only three children left, and you have no idea where Logan is. Uh, there is nobody currently at that fort. Okay, you can do that. Okay, you start making snowballs. You actually see that the children have decided to take over your fort. I knew. Yeah. Okay. Bye. See you, Jeff. Okay. Whatever. Bye. Anyways, so, yeah, the children are doing that. As y'all are, as they are, like, the children are remaking the defensive structure there. Um, say that. You notice, you just hear a few people are getting eliminated, you know. And after I would say like 20 minutes, you just see a guard that is wearing a ref's uniform type thing. What what they've clarified as ref pretty much just uh both of you should be able to see this. He just pretty much is marking off that this area that like the shopping area has been is going to be like closed in like 5 minutes. The shop area. You are in the mayor's area. You are in the safe zone. Yeah. This will this will be the last zone. They told you this outright. A few a few that's why a few teams tried to stay here immediately, but others play this game for fun. No. Oh, that's fine. We'll wait for you to come back. So, I think that went pretty good. Yeah, we should be able to finish this part up tonight, and then we should be able to actually do the goblin thing tomorrow. Wasn't expect, wasn't sure how long this. Yeah, you. I made this an optional thing you guys could do if you wanted to. This was like the definition of a side quest. I'm gonna be honest. You guys would have a lot better chance of winning if everyone sticked together, but you all could do your separate things. Yeah, it was fine. I will say you probably shouldn't have eliminated your own teammates or your own party members. Wasn't probably the best idea. I'll tell you this. They were the most dangerous, but there are still other teams. You did lose quite a bit of your posse. We're gonna say that was 15. I will say this though. One of the reasons you lost a lot of kids in that one section was because I was rolling random encounters to see how many you actually lost, and you ran into some very powerful foes. That you took out them, yes. Um, there are still a few people. Let's see if you can figure out what's coming next. No, they all those people got defeated by you. That's why you lost like half your forces that there. And then you also just ran into a few other people, which made you lose a bit more. Yeah, you'll be back. So yeah, just relax for a minute. Think about what you're gonna do next. Strategize. Uh, you theoretically could, but he's in cover, so it's unlikely. He, you can see him, but it would be a difficult one. He would probably have 3/4 cover instead of full. Yeah, yeah. I'd say like you know where he went. Uh, not yet. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't know. You don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You didn't get all of them. Were you expecting to lose or were you expecting to win that engagement? If Jukes would have helped them, they would have won. No, I mean, because if they would have all, because they could have whittled down your forces if Jukes would help them and use like some spells. You know. I mean, just a few things. You probably still can win. Kind of be neither of y'all's turn right now. You're just waiting. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. Tired. I mean, a few people did. Yeah. So, how are you? Well, let's finish this thing. Okay. Okay. So, after a little while of everyone sitting there, you you both notice something from the district coming out. Shopping from the shopping district, you notice you notice a few people. Um so you you notice a few people. You when you're looking into the crowd, you notice a you notice a um Logan, you notice a person known as Dwarf Smith, the shoemaker, and accompanying him is a is um the someone Jukes would recognize, a shop, just a shopkeeper, a general store keeper, you know. Yes. Then no, no, you didn't see him. His store was closed. Then you also notice a Goliath and a Halfling, all seeming to be working together. They, yes, they have like a few snowballs and have been and started walking into the middle area very cautiously. Do you, Jukes? Do you choose to do anything? No, it's four. It's a Goliath, Halfling, uh, and two dwarfs. You have Dwarfsmith, the shoemaker. Then you have the general store guy. You know that guy. You, you bought. He's the guy you bought two ladles from. Okay. Um, roll it. He. Okay, so just roll to see what the DC is. 19, you say. Let me roll his. Okay. You hit him. You just hear him going, "Oh, dang it!" Okay. You see the other three kind of start going towards you. Uh, it seems like the children just are. They haven't seen the children in the fort yet, and they seem to not be throwing. It seems like they haven't. 4 feet high walls are very high walls. Okay. Uh, they haven't noticed you yet. No. They seem to be about 30 feet. Oh, hi, Angel. You cast Gust of Wind. He's inside the Jukes is inside the children's vault right now. Eh, yes. You want to know the funny thing, Jukes? The only reason the children didn't fall into the traps that the other guy made was because you blew them all away. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason they didn't was because you went from the side that Jukes blew all the traps away from. Okay, so now it's their turn, so they shall make a strength save. Okay. Okay. Uh, well, they aren't that close yet. They're 30 feet away. The Goliath manages to resist. The Halfling manages to go 20 feet back, and the other and the Dwarven Smith, he only goes 10 feet back. You just you just hear Dwarf Smith go. You just hear him tell the others that they must take Jukes down for they we they must take your character down first because he's the biggest threat. Okay, roll roll it. He fails. You hit you hit him. You see one of them. The other two. One of them throws their snowball at you. Roll a dex save. You have half cover, so +2. Okay, both of them are throwing at you. So that's a 16, you said, right? You're gonna be so mad at me. You wanna know what that one rolled? Huh, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess I worded that poorly. I guess they did move out of the wind. I guess I worded that poorly. Of course they would walk out of the wind. I just thought that was implied because they're throwing it at you. But yeah, I guess. Let me just. Okay. Oh, to be polite, because I didn't mention that, I'll re-roll both of them. I need to be very careful with this next move. Okay, so yeah, that's why they threw it at you because you didn't specify that. Okay, so What was your plus again? Yeah. No, I mean, what was your what'd you get? Ah, heads or tails? Flip a coin. Sorry, I was asking Google. They miss. And this, so the first, so first one, the dwarf smith, uh, he throws his, and it almost hits you. You like you feel like it just grazes past you as as at the last second you like you just barely move your body out of the way. Yeah, that's why they rolled that, and then they got pushed, so they moved out of the way. Yeah, then they moved. They moved out of the wind. Ah, okay, you do that. Roll it. Yeah, I'll say so. You build up 10. Let's see. Let's see if he dwarf. So you see him try his best to dodge it, but you hit his beard. You see him question his entire life choices as he walks away. The halfling, after everyone else leaves, you kind of see the halfling. Hmm. So, let me just roll something for the halfling. See if. Because the halfling gets pushed another 10 feet back, and halfling gets out of the way, and then uses their movement speed to move about 5 feet back. You are now out of their range. You are both out of each other's ranges now, ironically enough. I'll be back, I got yelled for. Yeah. So okay, I'm back. Y- yeah, he vibed school children with candy. Yeah. What? Oh, we're just finishing it up right now. We'll be done in a sec. Okay. Um. Yeah, it's a different server. Um. So this next. So yeah. So yeah. So Jukes, do you? So the halfling is currently out of range of you, but you're also out of range of her. 20. Yeah. Well, Fort's taken some damage. Fort's taken some damage, and you guys did put it together fairly well, but it's also been a while. Hmm, okay. You move the gust of wind to the old fort, and part of it seems to collapse. There is part of it still manages to stand up for now, but part of it has already collapsed. So the halfling. So the halfling. The, I gave this one a special ability. So the halfling. So you know how the halfling was 60 feet away, right? The halfling proceeds to dash as a bonus action, and now is not 60 feet away, and proceeds to throw a snowball at you while you have no cover. What you? What? What did you say? Ah, I get. Yeah, this person had one special ability which worked in. And even if she did 30-foot movement speed, she still would have gotten in able to get at least half cover on you. So even saying that isn't the case, it's the, okay. I meant for that to be like a one-time cool thing. I didn't even tell him what the role was. Dude, he didn't. He's alive. She rolled a 5. Yeah. What'd he roll? Yeah, she got a 7. He didn't let me finish speaking. Jukes. Don't leave before I finish what I was saying, you bastard. Let me see. If I go to, if I clicks, if I go, um, let me just, what? Okay, so, see. Okay, let's see. Let, yeah, I had to, okay, let me see. I can give you a picture of the die. Okay, give me a second. I have to get my, I, I have to get my phone, so give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear me like going to get it because I actually don't know where it currently is because I've been sitting here for a while. Okay. I I'll DM it to you right now, Jukes. I just took a picture. It was a 5, Jukes. Don't know what to tell you. Yeah, whenever it rolled, I twisted it so it would be straight so I could see what number it is. Like, no, I don't care. Anyways, okay, roll. What did you get? That's an that's an 18. You miss. Ah, okay. Okay, so I will roll this. They got pushed 10 feet away. And on their turn, they use their movement and walk out of the gust of wind and throw a snowball at you. I didn't completely work out how these people couple like their base works, so I don't think he has cover because he didn't move and still at the same location. They just moved 10 feet over, so I think he doesn't. I I don't know. I'm gonna roll. They moved 10 feet back, so they moved out, then they moved 10 feet forward, and then they had 10 feet of movement to angle themselves so they could hit you. Because the first time they got a natural one, that I thought it was 10. Ah, whoops. I thought it was 10. Yeah, they still have 5 feet of movement to angle, so I'm gonna say you got half cover. Okay. What? So, what do you get? They got a 16. They rolled a 16. If you would have like moved behind a wall or done something, they you knew which way they were coming from, so you could. Either way, yeah. Either way, this was a very bad situation for y'all. Yeah, I'm saying the direction they were coming from, they they were able to peek into your fort and get you that way. That's what I was saying. As I said, these walls are poorly defined because I didn't actually. This was a fort I wasn't. Hello? Audio check. One, two, three. Okay. Sorry for that. I was trying to figure out how this fort works still. I'll give you that. This is kind of my bad because I didn't completely work out how their fort worked. Yeah, I yeah that I will give you that. That is kind of my bad. I apologize for that much. Well, you see, they were trying to get the fort that you just blew over to still be a decent fort. They're pretty much trying to do damage control on the fort. They were No, they did that. Just you blew that over, knocking over a part of the fort. So they were trying to like move some of the stuff over so that they could still use the fort. And they saw that person was distracted on you, so they knew they had time to do that. That's that's what I that's what I think would be reasonable. Then again, what? Yes. To be fair, the only way you guys were going to win this was as a group. There's a very low like I had to. Mm, there was still one more person. Eh. They're doing a snowball fight right now. Either way, I'm gonna finish. See ya, Jukes. Bye, Jukes. Okay, that was a lot happier. Okay, so everything but one section, I feel. Uh, should I do this? It would be kind of mean. I already have the heads or tails. Okay, let me just. Okay. So there's the halfling. What do you do? No. Sure. Okay. Okay, you have advantage with that. That's a tie. Wait, I think that's a tie. Addition that. Wait, let me check something real quick. I have to check stat block real quick. Give me a second. I have to check a few things because they. Oh, that's why. Why did I do this? Wait. Nope, you got him. I Yeah, I was checking because I thought I gave proficiency with deck saves, so I was checking that. I mean, the children saw you go up there. The children know you were up there because they watched you climb up there. They have snowballs, and then you just hear the children yell at you, "Come down here and fight us like a man." Coward, calm downy. Uh, they go. They actually went behind a wall. You can't actually get. They technically have full cover behind this wall. You can try. Roll. Sure. You throw one snowball. Let's see how this goes. Then 22 for the first one. Next one. 14. Let me roll that. The kid save. Ah, they got a 15. Now, make 3 dex saves. You know what? That's fair enough. Mm, I would say they would have disadvantage, and I'll just have. Okay, I know your minimum you have to get. Heads or tails? You got hit. The children are now going to fight themselves. They have all turned on each other now. We have Billy. You know that one. You have Johnny, and then you have Rose. Rose. Rose is a Dragonborn. Rose is a Dragonborn child. Rose. That's the name. Rose is a Dragonborn child. Johnny is a dwarf child, and Billy is a uh, hmm, elf child. Uh, Tiefling. No, Billy's a tiefling. Why not? Okay, so uh, let me think. So who would be the first one to turn? It would be Billy. Billy tries. Okay, so Billy throws snowball at that, taking out Johnny, then Rose, seeing that, throws snowball at Billy, and Rose, the Dragonborn child, won. Chucked it at space. Yeah, this was a snowball competition. Even you, your own child's turned on you. Because you're at that, and because you were at the angle to do that, and you didn't say you went back into cover. If you would have said I go further back, I would have gave you full cover. Yeah, because they were just sloping it upwards because you were that. That's why they had disadvantage. Sorry, man. That one child um got an 18 and a 14. No, it was 18 and a 13. Yeah. Well, good session, boys. Next session we can actually get to doing the session.